Suddenly, the girl began writhing on the bed and clasping at her chest. Half panicked, I reached out for her. When I realized her eyes were wide open, they were pale gold and stared straight through me. No, that doesn't quite capture it. I felt almost as though I had just been skewered with a spear. They looked horribly out of place on her disfigured face. The dark patches of flesh, in fact, seemed to accentuate her eyes, the contrast giving them a curious sort of magnetism, unwavering resolve and fragility, benevolence and seething madness. They were enchanting and also overwhelmingly inhuman. Perhaps their otherworldly beauty was, in some way, a result of her being in shambles physically and mentally. Like she was standing on the precipice, majestic wings spread wide as she prepared to embark on her journey back to heaven. Not on my watch, you're not. You put those damn wings away. Hold on, I'll go get some water. Uh, hey! As I tried to step away from where she lay, the girl abruptly lurched forward and jumped down on my arm. Ah, shit! Get off me! Calm down, I'm not your enemy. Ah! Her teeth clenched down on my arm, ripping into my flesh with a force I never imagined the girl capable of. I was afraid she might take a good chunk of it with her. That said, I could have easily knocked her away. She was an emaciated child, and myself a relatively healthy adult man. Ah, hey! Which is precisely why I didn't. As the girl growled and nodded me like a rabid dog, I forced myself to make a smile and let her have at me. If that's what it takes to placate you, then my arm is all yours. Bite it, claw it, rip it off, whatever you want. A few years back, there was a stray cat not far from where I lived. It was always hissing and biting anyone that got near it. But after a while, when it realized we meant it not harm, it stopped all that, it calmed down. Humans are the same way. We're just big animals. That said, this really does hurt like a son of a bitch. After some time, she finally released my arm, taking a deep breath and pulling away. Then, she seemed to roll her tongue around inside her mouth, as though trying to clean it. And once she was done with that, she began surveying the room with her pale gold eyes. They weren't the feral, gleaming eyes of an animal anymore, but clear and lucid. Human. Looked like you finally calmed down.
Let go of me.
Whoa, I'm not going to hurt.
Let go. Get your hands off me, please.
Okay, no need to shout. I won't touch you without permission. I won't do anything to make you uncomfortable. Let's try this again. Have you calmed down? Though she still seemed to be disoriented, she gave me a nod. Okay, good. Actual communication. Progress.
Where am I?
She doesn't seem to remember our escape from the Lord's Manor. Not that that surprises me. She spoke in a hushed half-whisper, her voice much more restrained than other girls her age. Her furor had subdued, turning her soft-spoken and aloof. Considering everything she had been through, finding herself now in an unfamiliar room with a stranger, it was a natural response. But still it seemed unbefitting. This is, well, will she even know what a brothel is? And if she did, will telling her dad go over well? It's kind of like my home, I guess you could say.
I hear strange voices. Women, they sound like they're moaning.
Uh,
The floor is creaking.
yeah, sure is. Well, crap. I've gotten so used to that I just tune it all out automatically. But she's right. You can definitely hear voices through the walls. No taking my way out of that.
This is your home, you said? So you host terrible banquets as well?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't jump to conclusions. I'm sorry, I lied. This isn't my home. I just wasn't sure I could explain in a way you will understand. We're in a brothel. Do you know what that is? It's where a bunch of women called prostitutes get together and sell sad men happiness.
Wow. I know what a prostitute is.
Oh, do you? I'm surprised. You're a little young for that.
They are unclean. They disobey my father's teachings.
Oh,
God
what?
says fornication is a sin. All who indulge in worldly pleasures defile themselves and shall be cast down into hell. Why am I in a brothel?
Because this is the only place I knew that will look after you. But don't you worry. I have a good friend here. You can trust her. She'll take good care of you.
So you sold me to a whorehouse?
Excuse me?
You mean to defile me further, to make me into a harlot?
Whoa, slow down. I never said that. And no, that's not why I brought you here.
Liar.
First off, you'd never.
You're a liar. You mean to force me to defy the teachings of my father? Take me back to the Lord's manor.
Are you out of your mind?
I would rather be there than here. He's a terrible, cruel, evil man. But at least he let me keep my chastity. So take me back to him.
Okay, stop. Not another goddamn word. You want me to take you back to the Lord's Manor? Like hell. Do you have any idea what I went through to get you out of there? And then there's Maria, who's been caring for you while I was out. Where's helping you? I mean, we're helping you. Everything we've done has been to help you. And then you say you want to go back to getting sliced up by that sick bastard? Are you insane?
Please don't show.
Sorry.
Becky, you just leave me my chastity.
Are you kidding me?
I must remain pure. I cannot return to my father's side when I pass on if my soul has been tarnished.
Oh, for the love of... How many times do I have to tell you? I have no intention of making you into a prostitute. Besides, even if I did, you couldn't get any work looking like that.
What do you mean?
Hold on, I'll get a mirror. It'll be quicker for you to see for yourself. I grabbed one of the prostitute's hand mirrors and passed it to the girl, which she hesitantly accepted. She seemed less concerned about the mirror itself and more just worried that I might do something to her. Slowly, she turned her gaze towards the reflective surface. It was generally difficult to gauge her expression through the patches of dark and festering flesh, but the look of horror that spread across her face was clear as day.
What? Why? How? What are these terrible marks? He never cut my face, so why?
I take that to mean she didn't always have the marks on her face then. Is it something the Lord did to her? But she just said he didn't cut her there, didn't she? It's hard to make out her muttering. God, now I feel like an asshole. If I know she will take it so badly, I will have just kept my dumb mouth shut. Now do you understand? You can't be a prostitute. I can only imagine how awful it must be to find out your face is covered in scars, especially for a girl your age. But don't let it get you too down. They could very well still heal.
Me.
Huh?
Would you please kill me?
What? Why the hell would I?
Taking one's own life is a sin, so I need you to do it for me.
Oh, for the love of... Did you forget everything I just said? I saved your life. And now you're asking me to kill you? What the hell is wrong with you?
I wish to return to my father's side.
Okay, listen real carefully. Yeah, your life kinda sucks right now, I get that. We all have times when we'd rather be dead. But you can't just give up. Persevere, and good fortune will eventually find you. Live on, and you'll eventually have a chance to get your payback. Things may be bad now, but you're still just a child. You have so much opportunity to make things better. So don't you ask me to kill you again. You'll just get the same answer. I won't do it. End of story. Hello? Say something. So you're giving me the silent treatment. Anyway, I brought ointment, like I said I would. Give me your arm, I'll apply it.
No.
So she'll talk to me to shut me down, but that's it?
I wish to be alone.
I'll leave if that's what you want, but don't you go dying on me.
I will not take my own life. It is a sin.
That's some bizarre logic, but if that's what it takes to keep you from killing yourself, I'll take it. Well, I'll be off then. The ointment's right here. And I appreciate if you actually use it. I'll see you. Oh wait, I almost forgot. I found your butterfly brooch. This is it, right? I'll leave it here with the ointment. And now I'm off, for real. I'll check in on you again tomorrow. That was a lot more work than I expected.
Oh, look who it is. All done with your little visit?
Yeah, all done. Same with you, I take it?
Yep, just a little bit ago. God, you would not believe that last guy. He was so rough, I thought he was going to tear me a third hole.
Maria, please.
Is that so? Not sure how I'm supposed to react to that information.
So, any news? Or did she just sleep the whole time?
No, she woke up. We even spoke, if briefly. Hey, monkey.
Hi, Maggie.
You just missed, line.
Yeah.
Or maybe you didn't.
I think you didn't.
Well, shit. That's great news.
That's debatable.
Oh, what happened? Your big sis is all ears.
Except I'm older than you. And we're not related either.
Cute. Huh. Well, I didn't figure her life was all rainbows and sunshine. So, what, you wanting to look after her? Because let me tell you, it'll be hard, thankless work.
I made that choice when I rescued her from the Lord's Manor. I'd at least like to take care. I'd at least like to take care of her until she's able to support herself to some degree.
Oh, thank you, Mankey.
Did he just toast us?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll do what I can to help too. Thank you, Mankey.
Thank you.
We can spare a room for her here as long as she needs.
I appreciate it. She seems far too wary of me to stay with me.
You were planning on taking that poor innocent little girl to live with you? Man, I thought you had standards.
No, for the love of God, no. I will never.
That reaction is never gonna get old. Anyway, pretty strange marks she's got on her face, huh?
Any idea what they might be?
There was a girl who used to work here a while back. One day she woke up and she was covered in warts.
Warts? What does that have to do with this?
Chill, I'm getting to that. Me and the other girls, we thought one of her clients had given her something. Not uncommon in this line of work. We'd never seen anything like it before. We just assumed it was some kind of rare disease. Not long after, she quit, and well, to tell you the truth, I figured she turned up dead in a ditch somewhere. But she got lucky, and a family in a better part of town took her and let her work for him as a maidservant or whatever. When I ran into her a few years later, all the warts were gone. At first, I assumed the disease had just run its course, but as I talked to her, I started to think that wasn't it.
Oh?
Apparently, some of her clients at the brothel used to harass her real bad. They'd even go so far as chasing her around the slums. She wasn't a particularly tough girl, so it did a real number on her psychologically and emotionally. But she told me as soon as she got out, and it all stopped. The warts just went away. Poof. So my guess is, sometimes people's emotional states can have physical consequences.
And you think the marks on the girl's face are the same thing?
Yep. Oh. The Lord tortured her so bad he busted her up mentally and emotionally on top of everything else, and that's what we're seeing with her face. I mean, I could be completely wrong, too. For all we know, the Lord did cut her face up and she doesn't remember. Or it could be something else entirely. Could be some kind of disease.
Good point.
I keep staring at Maria's top and thinking, do you tape that? How is that staying on? Like your titties would just be out. It's
Sheer
not laced
willpower.
good.
Sheer willpower.
She's a witch. She's a witch. That's
Powerful
it.
boobs.
Magic. What?
Powerful boobs.
Powerful boobs. I thought it sounded like you said Hatoful boobs, and I'm like, what does this have to do with pigeons?
She got tiny pigeons under there that are lifting it up for her.
Yes.
They're holding it in place.
Exactly. My God. Yeah. Either way, there's no doubt she's been to hell and back. So plan on at least 3 years of ice breaking if you want to get through to her.
3 years. That sounds about right.
Try to watch yourself, though. You have a bit of a short fuse sometimes.
I will. Little does she know, I've already snapped once.
GG.
I should get going then. It's been one hell of a day. I'm beat.
Get all the rest you need. Well, you know if anything
Damn it.
happens here.
Thank you. Good night.
Sleep tight. How long's the stream, by the way? I need to go get another drink.
We've got like about 40 minutes more.
Okay, thought so. Hold on a second. I don't wish to die for such worldly reasons. It is simply
What?
unacceptable for a saint of the Lord to look like some kind of terrible hellspawn. With every moment I grow more impure. Is this another trial, oh Father?
You're a damned witch wearing a saint's skin.
So that's what he meant. I do rather resemble a witch. Not a servant of the Lord. Disciple of the devil. Okay, just in this headspace, like my brain's just like, imagine thinking that God is just constantly like putting the fucking thumb screws to you and that you're supposed to be like, yeah, totally down. Like, fuck this. I understand that like this is like a thing religion does a lot where it's like, yeah, all the trials in your life are God's little tests or whatever, but holy fucking shit.
I mean,
Being tortured by a madman?
that is Catholic guilt, but also we do need to remember that pretty much from the second that she was born, everyone was instilling this idea that she is God's daughter into her head. Like,
I know. That's like what makes this 100 times worse. This isn't just, religion, and you become a nun or something, and, like you had a life before that. Morgana's just constantly been in this headspace of, my dad is putting me through hell for reasons for other people because I'm supposed to be this receptacle of his love and whatever the fuck. Ugh, I hate it. That's why I had to take that day off because it was like, I'm so angry. I cannot cry. I don't know what the fuck Scott just said, but it sure sounded like something.
Yeah.
That lament my own misfortune. I must not feel sorry for myself. My tears, a saint's tears should only be shed for others. Like, fuck, dude! I want to cry! She's just a baby!
literally, in this case.
Yeah.
My darling little saint. Instead of singing a lullaby, I will tell you a story. The story of the day you first graced this earth. On that day, I told the village a very important secret. That I was visited by an angel of the Lord, and that I was with child though I had known no man. The other villagers mocked me, called me a liar and a mad woman. But I did not relent, for it was the truth. And then, when you let out your first cry, rain clouds suddenly began to form in the sky, and the land was blessed with rain after many months of drought. The clouds, they were drawn here by your voice, my dear. A gift from your father, the Lord God. No longer did the villagers call me a liar. They believed in me, and they believed in you.
I saved everyone?
Yes, you did, my little saint. and you will continue to deliver people from their suffering.
Did I deliver you too, Mother?
Of course. Of course you did, my dear.
I'm glad.
Baby.
I'm so fucking sad! Ah!
You're the daughter of a charlatan. A virgin birth? Ha! A load of lies, every damned word. The rain? Nothing more than chance. If you really are the child of God, then perform a miracle for us.
Pay that crude man no mind, my dear. I know you are the daughter of God, and that's what matters most. I can hardly believe there are those who will not be convinced.
So, what are you waiting for? You can't do it, can you? You're a family of liars.
Wait, Morgana! You mustn't get near the boorish blasphemer.
Got something you wanna say, kid? Well, go right ahead. I'm all ears.
Miracles.
Yeah.
Miracles are neither magic nor parlor tricks. They are realized through the power of faith.
What now?
You have no place demanding God prove his own divinity. It is the height of arrogance. You have blasphemed. Repent for your sins.
Trying to talk your way out of your lies now, are you? I'll admit, your charlatan mother trained you well. You put on a pretty convincing act, girl. You can't perform miracles. All you have are excuses and thinly veiled reasons why you won't. But until you own up, I won't stop spreading the real word. That your mother's pulling the wool over everyone's eyes.
Very well. I will perform a miracle.
Oh ho ho!
Morgana, you can't!
Do not worry, Mother. I am the daughter of God, right? My Father will not forsake me.
So, what kind of miracle are you gonna perform for us? And just so you know, whatever you do, it better be convincing. Not guessing the weather this time.
Blood is impure, yes?
What?
That is why we drain some of our blood when we are sick, and why we remove the blood from animals before we eat them.
Right.
So, if I were to make blood pure and clean, would that be a miracle? Well, would it?
Yeah, I guess it would. But that's impossible. You can't do it.
Okay then. Let us visit the elderly woman in the village outskirts.
Oh God. Oh God, help us.
Good afternoon, sister. How are you feeling today?
Ah, if it isn't our beloved saint. How very kind of you to pay this old woman a visit.
Please, stay in bed. I know you are very ill. You must rest.
Oh, heavens, no. That would be dreadfully rude of me. The rain you brought 6 years ago saved my family's lives.
Jesus Christ, Morgana's 6.
I am more thankful to you than you can imagine. And I would like to show my gratitude.
Look at this hag. Her goddamn memory is starting to go.
If you are going to be disrespectful, then please wait outside. I do not want your profanity contaminating the sacred rite. Otherwise, stay quiet if you wish to see the miracle being performed.
Oh, beautiful saint, please allow me to kiss your feet.
Does this woman have a foot fetish? Thank you, my
What
sister.
did
That
you
will
say, Lord?
suffice.
What did you say, Moon?
Nothing?
Oh, you know what she said.
Why does this woman have a foot fetish is what I said. I am here to perform a miracle for you.
For me?
Yes. You have always believed in me, your faith never wavering. 6 years ago, the whole village acknowledged me as the daughter of God, but as you can see, there are those whose faith is not as strong as yours.
How terribly tragic.
That it is, but fear not, for as long as there remain those with faith as strong as yours, a few unbelievers will not weaken my power, for faith is the path to salvation.
Yes. Yes, it is.
In celebration of your 6 years of unfaltering faith, I have decided to perform another miracle for you today. I ask you to do as I say, and know that I love you dearly.
Of course.
My beloved sister, partake of my blood.
Hey, did you hear the news? The old lady's back on her feet again. I ran into her down in the fields and about jumped out of my skin.
Word going around is it were the saints' work. Heard you made her drink her blood.
Drink her blood?
She's a daughter of God. Her blood ain't dirty like the rest of us. He's got real power.
Hey, I guess what they said is true. She really is a child of God.
Yep, we got ourselves a real genuine saint here.
Not many people can say that. No, there's no way. It's not possible. It can't be.
There he is, the bastard who dared insult our saint. Get him.
Get
Got
him!
him!
We'll put his head on a pike.
Damn, calm down, people.
Show everyone what happens when you disrespect our saint.
Ah,
Yeah! Stop this at once! Our saint! Please let that man go. The Lord teaches us to be kind and forgiving to one another. It does not please him to see a man fighting against a man. I mean, man fighting against man, you know, in that kind of broad sense. But also, just dudes fighting. But he insulted you, our saint. He called you the daughter of a charlatan. Everyone makes mistakes. I bear no grudge against him for a momentary lapse in judgment. I simply pray his eyes have been opened to the truth. I do not wish to see him punished. I forgive you.
Thank you. Thank you. I was wrong. You are a saint. Never again will I call you a liar. I am your faithful servant, my beloved saint.
Your devotion is truly honorable. I have returned, Mother.
Oh! Welcome back, my dear saint.
Everything will be fine now, Mother. The entire village acknowledges me as a saint. We need not worry about any unbelievers. They will show you the respect you deserve as well, as the mother of God's daughter. No one will ever call you a charlatan again, Mother.
That's good to hear. Thank you, Morgana.
It's still night. I'm thirsty.
Was that-
I'll go get some water.
Was
a
that
weird
sound
owl.
part of the game or?
The owl?
Yeah?
Yeah, that was
I
part of
don't
the
know.
game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it creeped me
It
out. It was like super loud, only on my left headphone. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, same.
What did I this...
Hmm? Mother's still awake. Who is she talking to? Herself.
Oh God, what did I bring into this world? She scares me sometimes. When I look into her eyes, when I hear her voice, I feel like my soul is being sucked out of my body. She's a girl of barely 6 years, yet she terrifies me. I'm beginning to think she really does have some kind of strange power that allows her to manipulate, to control people. What I'm not sure of is whether or not it's truly a holy power. Is she really a saint? My heart tells me she's something else. Oh, what horror have I wrought upon this earth? You know as well as I do, God, that nothing divine could possibly grow in my womb. Are you punishing me, God, for the sins I committed that night years ago with the vagrant?
I'm dreaming. This is all a bad dream. Mother would never say such things about me. It's just a dream.
Good morning, my darling little saint. Is something the matter? You look vexed.
Yeah.
Mother, last night.
Did something happen last night?
No, nothing happened. Mother, I've always been a saint,
Have
right?
you read?
From the day I was born.
What's gotten into you, my dear? Of course, you are the daughter of God. Nothing will ever change that.
And
Thank you.
if I
So it
spoil
was
something
all a
for you,
dream. I shouldn't forget.
I
I should just forget all about it.
Oh, I almost forgot. I have something for you. I'm sure you'll love it.
Hmm?
For your 6th birthday. It's not much, but will you wear it?
What is it?
It's a little brooch. You can use it with a shawl or a cloak.
It's a butterfly.
Butterflies are said to be God's messengers, so I thought it would fit you nicely, my dear.
It's so pretty.
Hmm?
I mustn't allow myself to be taken in by shallow, worldly beauty. I am not an ordinary little girl. Father would be greatly disappointed in me if I were to behave like one. Thank you very much, Mother. Your gift means a great deal to me. Of course I will make use of it.
You're quite welcome. It's hard to believe you're only 6 years old.
What was that, Mother?
Oh, nothing. Before I forget, after what you did the other day, people have begun asking about having you perform miracles for them too. But you're still so young. I'm not sure if it's wise for you to go around giving out blood to everyone who asks.
No, it's fine. I'll do it. It's my sacred duty as a saint to put those in need before myself.
Even if that means cutting yourself up every day?
I will accept the pain gladly. It is a symbol of the good work I do in my Father's name.
I see. Well, you've made up your mind, it seems. So I'll support you in any way I can. Oh, yet another busy day. It's been 3 years, with no end in sight.
We're starting to see more and more travelers from faraway lands. People have even set up trading posts in the village. Yet not a single coin comes our way. We're losing money every day. Morgana.
What is it, Mother? I must prepare for my next blessing.
Why must you hand out miracles for nothing?
Why would you even ask such a question, Mother?
We're barely holding on as it is, my dear. It's not wrong to expect a little remuneration for our services.
No, Mother, it is wrong. Miracles are not to be bartered for. God the Father does not charge for his miracles. So why should we when I am only borrowing his power?
Listen to me, Morgana. Every time you give someone a blessing, you're hurting yourself. If not for the miracle itself, you still deserve some degree of compensation for the pain.
I know you're concerned for me, Mother, and I appreciate it very much. But I'm happy with the way things are. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to be able to help others with my Heavenly Father's power.
A power you won't have much longer, my dear, if we can't afford to keep ourselves fed.
I'm a saint, aren't I?
Yes, you are, my sweet little saint.
God will not forsake his saint. No matter how difficult it may get, he will always provide for me in a way. He will always provide me a way to continue doing his work. And you're the mother of that saint, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. I conceived you untainted by the hands of a man.
Then you must respect his will as well, Mother. It must be our highest priority.
You're right. I was wrong, my dear saint.
Mother, you agreed with me. You said I was right. So why are you taking money from that man? Mother? Why? I mustn't let myself cry. I must always stay strong. I must endure his trials. My saintly grace must not waver. Father would be greatly disappointed in me, and then I would have nowhere to call home. Ah!
Mood.
The
Big
fact
mood.
that she still hangs on to the Bruce.
Baby.
I'm very emotional.
Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry, I heard something beeping. I was like, what?
Time bomb.
My entire head is throbbing. What a wonderful way to start the day. I'd like to sleep in for another 6 or 12 hours, but I still have things to take care of after yesterday.
Me.
First, it's down to the pub to talk to the gang. The gang!
The gang.
I drank way too much.
Dear God.
Jacopo! Jacopo! I need your help! I can't carry everyone out all by myself.
Alright. I'll drag them out into the streets. Please don't shout though, my head hurts enough as it is.
Thank you.
said stop shouting.
What you deserve.
Ugh.
I guess I'll start with him. Just push just everyone out. Hey, it's him.
Morning, friend. Oh, it's the big guy from last night. Name's Gratian. Try not to forget it, cause you'll be seeing a lot of me. Which reminds me, I never got your name. I'm just a trifling little flower. My name isn't important. But if you lend us a hand, that would be lovely.
Is this barmaid related to Maria?
A hand with what? I'm just here for the booze. Haven't you had enough? Not even close. Well, there isn't any left, or did you forget? The two of you last night drank the whole town dry. Literally. We're just gonna be a plain old restaurant for at least the next few days. Oh, well, that's a crying shame. And whose fault do you think that is?
How many more trips is this going to take? They're all still out like rocks. Hmm? Oh, I thought they erected a new wall there for a second, but it's just you.
Yeah, he big.
The big boy. Just so we're clear, since there wasn't any real resolution last night, you passed out first, which means I...
Hey, top of the morning to ya, Jacopo. What a beautiful morning it is.
You seem to be doing quite well. What happened to the aggressively competitive crashing from last night?
You rubbed one out.
I had you all wrong, Jacopo.
What?
I had you pegged.
Yeah?
Good
Goodness.
times, Kuru.
I had you pegged for the stick up your ass rich boy kind of fella, but you drink like a real pro. The true measure of a man is how well he holds his booze. And you proved yourself. You're one hell of a man.
So will you consider going out with me now?
Of course.
I mean what? Oh, sure.
At least give me a hearty hell yeah, would you? Don't tell me I was wrong about being wrong about you.
I'm just not at full capacity at the moment. It's taking me a little longer than normal to process.
Anywho, point is, you got my seal of approval. We helped each other out back at Lord Asswipe's manor, and now we're comrades. Partners. In crime.
Partners, ... in crime. And yeah, Jacopo keeps stuttering.
Gay panic.
Hold up.
What? You don't want to be partners? You're breaking my heart here.
Look at his little sad frown. I never said that. You make it sound like you're planning on staying, though.
I most certainly do.
You were one of the Lord's slaves. You know, the slaves inside the revolt. It's not safe for you to stay here. If someone were to identify you, you'd be dead in.
Gah, life's too short to quibble over shit like someone might be trying to kill you.
It's hardly equivalent. There's a reason we had all the other slaves transported to different cities.
Trust me, I know it ain't safe for me to stick around. But I want to be here when that whore's son finally gets what's coming. Alright, don't be mean. Whores deserve better than that.
True.
Like hell I'm bailing before his head's on the pike.
Okay then. As long as you're aware of the risk, that's your choice to make. And in that case, I'm glad to have you. The addition of such a valiant comrade should prove quite inspiring to the rest of the gang.
Haha, you're damn right it will. You should have just said that to begin with. Skip all the not safe nonsense.
Not
I'm
safe for what?
fucking losing it over this. Like, this character is so much. How did he not get wrapped up in Morgana's spell also? Like, how?
Well, at least yet. I'm putting a yet there. Because I don't trust anyone in this series. He hasn't
Okay,
really
that's
done
fair.
anything to her.
No, I know, but like,
And like, since he's so
I
new,
guess.
since he's so
Yeah.
new in Jacopo's life, I figured like she didn't think him enough to include as a tool as well.
Maybe.
But we'll see.
Well, because like the thing with Maria, it's like she didn't technically do anything to Morgana. She was just there.
Yeah, she
like-
didn't do anything to Morgana. She was just like the best way to get at him.
Yeah.
Besides, everything you just said applies the same to you. Far as anyone in the man is concerned, you're a slave as much as me. And your infiltration job didn't exactly have you laying low. They'll recognize you.
Are you worried about me?
Okay.
Fair enough. I haven't heard of any wanted posters going up yet, but you're right. It's best to remain cautious for now. Though as long as we keep to the slums, we should be relatively safe, for the time being.
As amusing a thought as that is. We're safer in this lawless dump than the city proper.
Here's a horrible thought that just struck my brain. Jacopo has DSLs.
Yeah.
That is short for dick sucking lips.
Oh. Alright. See, like,
I just realized
I
that might
know-
not be that common of knowledge. So
I
was
do
like,
know
I
that,
should probably
but it
clarify.
was so beyond my, my own, like, perception. I was like, what? Like, it didn't even occur to me.
I did not know that. Thank you, Moon. You have expanded my world today.
Ta-da!
Indeed. But the guy has eyes and ears covering the entire district. If someone who doesn't belong shows up, word will spread quickly.
Ah, so if the Lord's guards try to slip in, their cover will be blown just like that, eh?
Precisely. Which isn't to say it's a good part of town, of course. We have more than our fair share of hooligans. You just have to be able to protect yourself. Which I doubt will be an issue for you.
Hell yeah, bring on the pickpockets. I'll rob everyone, ask one of them blind, maybe even literally.
Oh, no.
Jesus!
I'm glad he's on our side. Well, if you're going to be staying here, I should probably show you more than just our pub of choice. You'll need to find work as well. Not that that should prove any trouble. With your muscle, you can choose pretty much anything. A bodyguard, a carpenter, a metal worker, whatever you like. But first... It's you to help me get these dolls outside.
Anything for you. Hi, where do you want me to toss them?
Be gentle with them, if you would.
Eh.
They are ours, for what it's worth. I love them.
Mhm.
Good lord. Between cleaning up at the pub and showing Gratian around town, there goes most of my day. The brothel's probably open by now. Though the back entrance it is.
Oh.
Through the
Hmm.
back entrance it is. Hey, anyone home? No one? Not even the girl? Don't tell me she went out wandering in her condition.
My game just fucking glitched, and for a split second, it spawned Gracien, like,
Oh.
instead of Maria, and it was like, excuse me?
Oh, man, I wish that had happened on my end too.
Yeah.
So weird. Okay.
Gracian
game
in Maria's
knows.
clothing.
Oh my god. My. Even fits out than he already is. Oh, hey there, Jacopo. Perfect time.
Maria, the girl, where did she go?
Huh? She was here last I checked.
Last you checked? You're supposed to be looking after her. Anyway, help me look for her.
Yeah, I don't think that'll,
Excuse me?
turn around. The music just fucking cut.
Yeah. Oh, where have you been? I didn't even sense her approaching. I swear, she just appeared there like a ghost. And where did you get those clothes?
Oh yeah, we were digging around in the dressing room and I found it there. I wanted to get her into something a little cuter, but she insisted on that. I didn't even know we had clothes that bland here. Girls come and go, though, so it probably belonged to someone who's not around anymore. Still, I'm shocked anyone who worked here ever wore such a boner killer.
There are all types, Maria.
Yeah,
You should know this.
Yeah.
you should know this, yeah.
She caters to a very specific subset of man who just is like, comes in with boner, needs immediate attention. Anyway. It's a cloak for pilgrimages. Huh? An outfit someone wears while on a pilgrimage. This is far, far more beautiful than any of those filthy whore rags. Oh, a pilgrimage. Huh. I never would have guessed we had a girl that was into that. Yet she abandoned her spiritual journey and entered into this den of sinners. I guess. Nevertheless, I'm glad there was clothing suitable for me to wear. Yeah, talk about luck. Anyway, I've got an appointment. I'll be back.
She's like, I'm out.
I'm out
Like,
of here.
serious bullshit. I gotta go fuck a dude.
Dude. Hey, Maria! I get that she's difficult, but you didn't have to ditch me, damn it. It is a rather plain outfit though, all black and brown. She'd probably blend in quite well with the darkness. Which will explain why I couldn't find her when I got here.
Why are you staring at me?
I love her face, she looks so grumpy.
Howdy.
Well... I'm glad you found something you could wear with your brooch. Also, God, keeping a conversation going with her is like pulling teeth. Yeah, you look like you're doing a lot better than yesterday. Much more color in your cheeks.
As if you can tell the difference beneath all these scars. That's what I was just thinking. I was like,
Yeah.
maybe don't talk about her face at all.
Yeah, it's an expression. I'm just saying you look much better. You could barely even sit up yesterday. You're recovering impressively quickly. I imagine it won't be long before you're back at full capacity.
Yesterday,
What about yesterday?
thank you for rescuing me.
What? Right, that. No, don't mention it. It was nothing, really.
That's not what you said last night.
Oh, come on, just let me be humble, will you?
No, you're a fucking blowhard.
Anyway, I wasn't expecting that. I was readying myself for another argument. I also wasn't sure how much of what happened you even remembered, with how hysterical you got.
He's not hysterical.
You almost bit off his arm.
Everyone
Oh, yeah.
does that.
That's how I meet new people.
First.
I need a drawing
My
of
arm.
that.
Okay, here's the funny thing. That's not an exaggeration, technically, because when I was a kid, I used to bite people for fun.
Aw.
Wow.
Well, we've
Oh,
got a person who bit people as a kid, another one who stood creepily over people's beds.
Which one of us is that?
I don't know, Kime. You...
What are you talking about, Coco? I have an idea. Who is this person
I
you're
was-
talking about?
I was a holy terror. Like, I'm probably the worst out of any of us who have been in the hive mind. Like, I also was notorious for kicking kids in the dick. Because once I discovered that you could kick boys in the balls, it was over for them. If they were harassing me, that was in their crotch.
And on
Seriously?
that day, everyone feared.
Yeah, I think I've told that story on stream before because I think I remember Marco being traumatized.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the last incident of me kicking someone in the balls. I'm not telling that story now. We're going to play more of this game. My mind was clear almost the whole time, except for when I sunk my teeth deep into your arm and tried to eat you. I remember everything. First a slave, you saved my life from the wicked lord.
I'm not actually a slave, but details.
You took me by the arm, put me on your back, and fled from the lord's manor.
That I did.
It was a little hazy for some of the trip, but by the time you reached the poor quarter, my mind had cleared up almost entirely.
What?
My consciousness had returned by that point.
Oh?
You brought me to this brothel, and yes, at first I was frightened, because I believed you meant to have me become a whore. But that is the one and only instance of me last night you could describe as hysterical. I remember everything quite well, thank you.
What about my arm then?
That's how I say hi.
It's true.
Oh, okay then. Fair enough. You're right. I can't tell if she's sincere or just trying to convince herself. But she seems initially repulsed by the idea of her losing her cool. She's not entirely right, but she's not entirely wrong either, so I'll let her have this one.
Kimi is a crystal gem now.
I guess I am. This is my destiny now. In any event, recovered well enough to hold a conversation, which is great to see.
Now I'm imagining a fusion of us three.
God. I do have a gem sona. It's not super accurate to me, but... Hold on a second. Let me grab this clip so Kime can see. There you go. You are Pearl now. Confirmed.
Oh, yeah, I remember that scene. Okay, guess that's my destiny now. There's nothing for me to do. I must accept my fate.
Yeah.
Alright, did you read that line already, or?
I don't know. I'm lost. I think I accidentally skipped. Hold on.
What do you mean to do with me now?
No, I didn't get to read that one. I flew by it on accident. What do you mean to do with me now?
Better question. What do you want to do? Alright, well, here's an idea. If you don't have anything, you can stay here until you're all the way back on your feet. Maria's already set aside that room for you.
You want me to stay in this vile gathering place of sinners?
You do realize who you're talking about, right? Those vile sinners are the ones who took you in, who agreed to look after you. They're no different than you or me, just doing what they just doing what they must to get by.
I am not like them.
You're right. They do look down on others for their line of work.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, try to keep your callous prejudices against prostitutes to yourself when they're around, will you?
Why, it is my sacred duty to spread the word of God. Indulging in carnal pleasure is a sin, no matter the reason. Prostitutes are filthy, tainted women.
Jeez, did all that blood the Lord took cause your damn heart to shrivel up? In what world is it reasonable for you to go up to a woman offering you sanctuary and call them to their faces sinners? Show them some gratitude, damn it!
You are the one who brought me here. I never asked them to do anything for me.
Oh, fine, whatever. If you're that opposed to staying here, then go. Get the hell out. You don't deserve their hospitality. Go off and preach the word of God and call everyone sinners. I expect someone to find you dead on the side of the road in less than a fortnight.
Thank you for yesterday, and farewell.
Wait. Wait.
Yes?
Are you insane? You're not supposed to actually go.
I'm just not.
You're the one who told me to leave.
I just... Off to a great start with that 3 years of ice breaking, Jacopo. She's been through hell, you know that. I'm sorry. I take everything back. That was extremely childish of me. So please, reconsider. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing I chased you out.
Fuck, my thing went on auto. You cannot seem to make up your mind, can you?
It was a hit of the moment thing. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I don't actually want you to leave. Good lord. Alright, the ointment. Did you apply it like I told you to?
You got it.
No.
Really? Well, in that case, I'll do it now. You'll need help with your back either way.
You're a very curious man.
Huh? Why do you say that?
No reason. I'm simply saying the first thing that came to mind.
Don't tell me you think I have unscrupulous tastes like Maria seems to believe.
Huh?
Let me make this perfectly clear. I will not lay a finger on you. You're just a child, for God's sake. Now, sit down. Well, look at that. I thought I'd have to fight her on this.
Is something the matter?
I never told you to undress.
Were you wanting to apply the ointment to my clothes then?
Good point. That wouldn't help very much, would it? God damn it, Jacopo, calm the hell down. Or are you trying to make yourself look like a liar? She just got me off guard, that's all.
Jacopo, I will slit your throat if you look at her the wrong way.
Same.
The girl quietly disrobed, then knelt down. She had been naked when I saved her from the Lord, so it wasn't like this was my first time seeing her unclothed. But that was in the middle of a revolt. I didn't exactly have time to get a good look. She was almost frighteningly scrawny, her arms barely any bigger than the bones within. Her skin was so pale I could see the blue veins running beneath it. And then, of course, there was the crisscrossing web of scars. Each one stood out clearly against her pale skin. The scars covered her whole body, front and back. I could hardly find a patch of skin that hadn't been desecrated. Looking at her, I was stripped with a mix of burning rage and bitter sadness, neither of which I had a source of relief for. But the most upsetting thing was how she just sat there, exposed, completely emotionless. Quite a change from how she behaved last night. Today, I'm the one doing all the shouting. Almost feels like I'm looking at a lifeless puppet. I scooped up some of the ointment with my fingers and gently rubbed it across her wounded flesh. Every time my hand made contact, she shuddered, but she never recoiled or objected, though it felt less like she was willingly accepting my aid, and more like she was simply enduring, waiting for it to be over. It was almost silent in the room, save for the cries and moaning that made its way through the walls. Sitting naked in a brothel while a strange man rubbed medicine on her, I could only imagine how unpleasant that must be, considering how devout she seemed to be. She was probably doing everything in her power to cut herself off from the whole experience. I wonder if, perhaps, she might one day come to realize that we were not trying to insult or demean her, and that we were simply concerned for her, that we wanted to give her a place she could feel safe. So is this all the Lord's doing? You don't have to answer if you're not comfortable.
Except for my arms, yes.
Someone else in your arms then?
No, I cut them myself.
I thought suicide was a sin? Is self-mutilation allowed then? I'm not sure what the rules on that are. You have a lot to live for. And that was about the extent of our conversation as I applied the ointment. I couldn't come up with any small talk, and I didn't really want to press any further about her scars or her time with the Lord. So I quietly worked, and she quietly let me do my work. By the time it was all over, I was exhausted. It felt like it had taken more out of me than the couple of hours I had spent dragging unconscious drunks from the pub. When I told her I was finished, she let out a sigh of relief, the first sign of emotion I had seen from her since we began.
Thank you.
Oh wait, we're not quite done. I still have to take care of your face.
No, I'm fine, thank you.
I beg to differ. If anything, you should be most concerned about your face. Now come on, look at me.
Do I have to?
Well, yeah. It'd be kinda silly to do everything but your face.
I can do it myself.
Uh-huh, sure, yeah, not happening. I'm going to finish what I started.
Why can't I do it myself?
Because my gut tells me you'll just slap a little on and call it done. I want to make sure it's taken care of properly. So look at me. Show me your face.
Fine.
Oh, that's some really nice art.
Mm-hmm.
Jacopo looking fine.
Yeah, it's too bad he's such a fucking weirdo.
I know, right?
Yeah.
What a shame.
See, I liked pretending that he's a gay twink instead of the
What?
fucking pedophile that he is.
True.
I'm kind of actually hoping, like, in the back of my brain, I've been hoping that they just fully swerve all that shit and that he had, like, not been thinking like that. But oh well.
It was bizarre how she had so little hesitation exposing her naked body. Yet vehemently resisted letting me see her face. With anyone else I knew, it will be the other way around. The wounds on her face seemed to hold much more significance to her than those on the rest of her body. When she asked me to kill her yesterday, it was immediately after seeing herself in the mirror. Both the marks on her face were that upsetting. Wouldn't she want them to heal? So why was she fighting me about it? Did she have some other reason to hide her face from me? Whatever it was that drove her actions, I couldn't make any sense of it. Let me know if it stings. Relax, I won't bite. You weren't this tense when I was applying the ointment to the rest of you.
Just get it over with.
Alright, alright. You know, I just realized I don't know your name. Would you mind telling me? No? You won't tell me? Well, in that case, I'll just have to come up with something to call you myself. I'm serious. I'll pick the first thing that comes to mind. There's still time.
Ugly Speckles Mach 16.
Oh my god.
I'll pick the first thing that comes to mind. There's still time. You just have to tell me your name. Okay then. You had your chance. Allison it is, because you bite just like an alley cat.
Amazing.
I'll tell the girls here to call you that too.
Please don't.
Oh, finally, you speak. If you're not happy with the name, tell me what to call you. You have until the count of 3, and then you're Allison for good. 1, 2, 3. Isn't your whole name, is it? Huh, so you're I can understand being a little embarrassed about that. It's not my place to talk, I know, and I don't mean any ill will, but that's a very, unfortunate name you were given.
That's not my name, it's Morgana.
No, that wasn't so hard, was it? It's a nice name, Morgana. I like it. Also, it reminds me of my homeland.
And you know what? We will end things right there. I was hoping we could get to the end of this scene, but it's going on a little
Sorry,
longer.
I got interrupted just now.
That's fine. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. If you are completely new to this, this is a short prequel to a much longer story that we have already done on the channel. I would highly suggest it. That visual novel is incredible. It's, as you saw from this gets pretty dark. I feel it's a lot more evenly paced in that one, but they're like trying to crunch a fairly significant part of the story that was like done very quickly into a very short segment. So far this has felt a lot more rough because it doesn't have sort of those longer stretches of time, but I would still suggest it all. I'm still enjoying this myself.
Yeah.
So let's see, for the rest of the week, you are streaming on Thursday and Friday, right, Kime?
Yeah, I'll be doing either Sora to Robo or Death Stranding. One of those two.
At 6 p.m. EST?
At 6 p.m. Usually around 6 p.m.
Alrighty, and then
Right,
on Sunday, I will be streaming Bastion at 5 p.m. EST. And I think I might finish the game. It's a lot shorter than I remember.
Yeah, it's
Well,
pretty
maybe it's just
short.
because you're better at it.
Yeah, that's
Also that.
And then on Tuesday, Moon will be streaming.
Yeah, and we will be finishing the end of Dealing with Dragons We've got like 3 chapters left. Sorry, just hiccuped a bunch.
And that will be around 10:30 PST or 11?
Yeah, 10:30 EST, because I was on time this past time. No, I will not stream Banjo unless they fix the camera in a mod. Then yes, perhaps.
Excellent.
But it makes me cry.
Alright, well, if you folks do not know us all that well, you can go ahead and follow us on YouTube, where we have like over 1,000 videos, and Twitter, where we announce everything that we're gonna do, what days we'll be streaming, give reminders on those days, or if we need to cancel. Have a good night, all.
Night.
Bye.